Mahesh Wasnik to present the annihilation of caste as well as a flower bouquet. So please. Everyone, please join me in welcoming Ranjit Puri. He is a former financial consultant with experience in the Obama administration, who's now a member of the Michigan House of Representatives representing the 24th District. He holds degrees in economics and business administration, and he resides in Canton, Michigan with his wife and 3 children. Ranjiv is also recognized for his dedication to serving his community and is being honored with a flower bouquet during this event. Representatives, are there any thoughts you would like to share?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ranjiv Puri. As mentioned, I'm a Michigan State representative here, living in Canton Township. I want to thank Canton Township and Anna for putting on such a wonderful event this morning, this beautiful spring morning. I heard you can thank your local state representative for the beautiful weather. So, but I am honored to join all of you today as we commemorate this towering figure of Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. We're not only celebrating his remarkable legacy, but we're also reflecting on the enduring relevance of his ideals in our own context here in Michigan and across the globe. Dr. Ambedkar's life was marked by an unwavering commitment to justice, equality, and human dignity. Everyone here knows of his work as an architect of the Indian Constitution. He championed the cause of social justice, advocating for the rights of marginalized community, and laying the foundation for a more inclusive society. Those values are increasingly important, even today, in 2024, right here in Michigan. He was a man ahead of his time. The answer lies in the universal principles that he led, principles that resonate deeply with the struggles and aspirations of people everywhere, including right here in our own state. Dr. Ambedkar's tireless efforts to combat discrimination and promote equality serve as a beacon of inspiration for all those who serve to build a more just and equitable society. Those very same values resonate with me. They are a large reason that I ran for office and continue my shared goal with Dr. Ambedkar to pursue a society in which every Michigander has the opportunity to reach their potential, regardless of their background, their beliefs, or their zip code. Dr. Ambedkar's vision of social justice extends beyond the borders of any one nation. It speaks to the universal struggle of dignity and rights that transcends geographical boundaries and cultural differences. In a world that is increasingly interconnected, his message serves as a powerful reminder of our shared humanity and our collective responsibility to stand up for what is right. We shall not only pay tribute to his extraordinary life, but also reaffirm our commitment to timeless ideals for which he stood. Let us rededicate ourselves to the pursuit of justice, equality, and dignity for every single person, here in Michigan, across America, and around the world. Again, there's a lot of commonality in what I'm saying and what has already been discussed, which reaffirms the goals and the needs for us to focus on these efforts. Thank you for having me, and thank you for this honor.
Next, I would like to welcome to the stage Trustee Tanya Gungal, as well as Mr. Sandeep Kulkarni, to present the annihilation of caste as well as a flower bouquet. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Tanya Gungal, a familiar face in our community. Tanya Gungal is a longtime resident of Canton and is running for Canton Township Trustee, reflecting her deep attachment to the community. With a background in business and finance, Tanya's diverse experience as a mother and student have shaped her perspective and dedication to serving Canton. Her commitment to Township is evident through her active involvement and desire to contribute positively to its growth and development. Trustee Ganguly, do you have any further words to contribute?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for this invitation and welcome to the Canton Township community. We love to see a lot of people here in our Summit Banquet Hall to commemorate the birthday of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. I would like to thank the Ambedkar Association of North America for inviting me to celebrate Ambedkar Day, or the 133rd birthday celebration of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Growing up in India, Dr. Ambedkar has always been part of our history books as the architect of the Republic's principal document, the Indian Constitution. But as we get to know him a bit more, we know that he was the biggest advocate and voice for the people who had no voice. Dr. Ambedkar wasn't just a scholar or a politician, he was a revolutionary. Born into an ostracized community, he refused to be confined by his limitations. Through sheer brilliance and an unwavering spirit, he became a lawyer, an economist, and a social reformer. His greatest fight was for equality. He championed the cause of the people that were the most discriminated in the society, and his weapon of choice was education. He understood that knowledge empowers. He fought for access to education for all, particularly the people of the marginalized communities. He believed education was the key to breaking the cycle of poverty and social exclusion. His most enduring legacy, of course, was the Indian Constitution. As the chairman of the drafting committee, Dr. Ambedkar played a pivotal role in shaping the document that defines modern India. He ensured it enshrined fundamental rights, including the abolition of untouchability. The Constitution became the bedrock of a nation committed to the equality for all. Dr. Ambedkar was not just a historical figure. He was a beacon of hope, a champion of equality, and a visionary leader whose impact continues to resonate not only across the length and breadth of India, but also across the world. Dr. Ambedkar was not content to merely critique the status quo. He was determined to change it. As a social reformer, he worked tirelessly to uplift the downtrodden and empower the marginalized. Through his advocacy and his relentless pursuit of social and political reform, he became the voice of the voiceless, the champion of the oppressed. Now, how can Dr. Ambedkar's teaching resonate with us here in Michigan? Michigan, like many other places, is a home for a diverse community of various faiths, roots, many of whom have faced their own struggles with discrimination and marginalization. Dr. Ambedkar's teaching of resilience, courage, and social justice can serve as a guiding light to us as we navigate the challenges of assimilation and integration into the American society. As a part of the Canton Township Board, we have one of the main tenets of our strategies has been to make Canton Township a welcoming community where we welcome everyone in our community irrespective of where they come from, of what their roots are. And we have also passed a human rights ordinance which makes a discrimination a punishable offense. So we are very proud of passing the human rights ordinance in this community. His emphasis, I just want to also mention that his emphasis on education as a means of empowerment is particularly relevant to a place like Michigan, where access to quality education can often determine one's future prospects. And I also wanted to thank Rep. Ranjiv Puri, who has worked on, mainly for education at the state level. He's working on passing one of the biggest education budgets in the state of Michigan, so that education can work for every child in the state of Michigan. So let's give him a round of applause. Furthermore, Dr. Dr. Ambedkar's unwavering commitment to equality and social justice can inspire us to become active participants in our local communities, advocating for the rights of the marginalized and working towards a more inclusive society for all. In conclusion, Dr. Ambedkar's life is a testament to the power of courage, conviction, and compassion. His legacy will continue to inspire and guide us in our ongoing quest for a more just and equitable world, both in India and also here in the United States of America. Finally, I want to congratulate Anna for continuing to work on the tenets of Dr. Ambedkar's legacy of fighting inequity by the principles of educate, agitate, and organize. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Tanya Gungal. Thank you as well for making Canton a better place for everyone here.